Ever dream of becoming a YouTube gaming star?
Yeah.
Racking up the views, building a community, maybe even quitting your day job. It's a tempting fantasy, right?
Absolutely, and it's a dream shared by countless gamers out there. But let's face it, the gaming scene on YouTube is more crowded than a loot-filled dungeon in Diablo 4 launch week.
Exactly. So how do you stand out in the sea of Let's Plays, reviews, and news updates? Well, luckily for you, we've got a deep dive today into the strategies that actually work in 2024 based on insights from the YouTube gurus over at vidIQ. And trust me, they've got some advice that might just flip your controller.
That's right. vidIQ's research really challenges some of the conventional wisdom around building a successful gaming channel. For example, you might think focusing on one popular game is a surefire path to growth. Become the go-to source for all things Minecraft or Diablo right.
Makes sense on the surface, right? But here's the twist. vidIQ's data suggests that sticking to a single game, unless it's a mega hit, can actually limit your reach.
It's like trying to build a house on a foundation the size of a postage stamp. You might get started, but you'll quickly hit a ceiling.
Okay, so focusing solely on one game might not be the golden ticket. What about jumping on the news cycle? You know, being the first to break the latest update or leak. Surely that's a recipe for views, right?
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But the reality is, everyone's chasing those headlines. It's a race to the bottom, and viewers are often left sifting through a mountain of repetitive content.
So even being a news hawk isn't the guaranteed win it used to be.
Exactly. vidIQ used a great example to illustrate this point. They looked at a channel called The Geek Factor, which saw huge success with their video covering the Minecraft 1.21 update. But here's the key. They didn't just regurgitate the patch notes. They offered their opinions, sparked debate, and ultimately gave viewers a reason to care.
So it's not just about being first. It's about bringing something unique to the table, even when everyone's covering the same story.
Precisely. It's about finding your angle, your voice, that special something that makes you stand out from the crowd.
Okay, so focusing on a single game and chasing headlines might not be the most effective strategies. What about the good old-fashioned Let's Play? You know, just fire up the game, hit record, and let the good times roll. That's still a valid approach, right?
Well, not so fast. In 2024, viewers are savvy. They have endless entertainment options at their fingertips, and they're looking for something more than just raw gameplay.
So just hitting record and hoping for the best won't cut it anymore.
Exactly. You need to give viewers a reason to invest their time in your content. Think of it like this. If you're watching a movie, you expect a plot, characters, and some sort of narrative arc. Gaming content is no different.
So viewers are looking for a story, a challenge, something to keep them engaged beyond just watching someone play a game.
You got it. And this is where a lot of aspiring YouTubers stumble. They think that just playing the game is enough, but they're missing that crucial element of storytelling.
That makes sense. You need to give viewers a reason to care to connect with your content on a deeper level.
Absolutely. And one of the best ways to do that is to embrace the power of long-form content.
Wait, long-form content. I thought the internet had the attention span of a gnat.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But here's the thing. Long-form content is having a resurgence, and it's changing the game for gaming YouTubers. It's true, we live in a world of instant gratification, but there's a growing appetite for content that goes beyond the quick hit. Think about it. Haven't you ever gotten lost in a Netflix binge or found yourself watching a 2-hour documentary without realizing how much time had passed?
Oh, absolutely. Sometimes you just want to dive deep into a story or a world and really get immersed in it.
Exactly. And that same desire for deep immersion is driving the success of long-form gaming content. People are craving videos that offer more than just snippets of gameplay. They want to experience a journey, witness a challenge unfold, or even just hang out with a creator they enjoy.
So it's like the difference between a quick snack and a gourmet meal. Sometimes you want a quick bite, but other times you want to savor the experience.
That's a great analogy. And long-form content allows for that kind of savoring. You can really get to know a creator's personality, their play style, and their unique approach to a game. It creates a stronger connection and a more loyal audience.
Okay, I'm starting to see the appeal. But what are some examples of long-form content done right?
Well, vidIQ highlighted a fascinating case study. A YouTuber named Settled, who created a series called Swampletics in old-school RuneScape. Now, if you're not familiar with RuneScape, it's a notoriously grindy MMO known for its repetitive tasks and slow progression.
So not exactly the most exciting game to watch, right?
You'd think so.
Yeah.
But Settled took this seemingly mundane game and turned it into a captivating long-form series. He set himself a ridiculous challenge to only train certain skills in a very specific and inefficient way and documented his entire journey.
So he added a layer of challenge and narrative to a game that's known for being well, a bit of a grind.
Exactly. And the results were phenomenal. Each individual Swampledix episode was around 20 minutes long, but after the series concluded, he compiled all of the episodes into one epic 12-hour video.
Wait, a 12-hour video. Who has time for that?
You'd be surprised. That 12-hour compilation racked up millions of views. It became a phenomenon in the RuneScape community and beyond. People loved the challenge, the humor, and the sense of community that Settled fostered.
Okay, that's impressive.
Yeah.
But couldn't he have achieved the same thing with a playlist? Why go to the trouble of creating one massive video?
That's a great question. vidIQ addressed that very point, and they argued that a playlist, while convenient, doesn't offer the same seamless viewing experience. Think about it. If you're watching a 12-hour video and you need to take a break, you hit pause, walk away, and come back later, picking up right where you left off. With a playlist, you have to navigate between videos, remember where you were, and it just disrupts the flow.
So it's about creating an immersive experience that doesn't pull the viewer out of the moment. Kind of like reading a physical book versus an e-reader. Sometimes you just want that tactile experience of holding the book, flipping through the pages, and knowing exactly where you are in the story.
Exactly. And let's not forget the psychological appeal of conquering a 12-hour video. It's like a badge of honor for the binge-watching generation.
I love that. So long-form content can be a powerful way to connect with viewers and create a dedicated audience. But let's be real, not every gaming video needs to be a 12-hour epic. What are some other strategies that are working well in 2024?
Well, another trend that's gaining traction is the rise of challenge-driven Let's Plays. Remember how we talked about generic Let's Plays losing their luster?
Yeah, viewers are looking for more than just someone playing a game aimlessly. They want a hook, a reason to invest their time.
Precisely. So savvy YouTubers are getting creative by introducing challenges, restrictions, or unique goals into their playthroughs.
It's like adding spice to a recipe. You take something familiar and give it an unexpected twist.
Love it. And a great example of this is a YouTuber called the Spiffing Brit. He's made a name for himself by finding ways to break games, exploit loopholes, and basically turn the intended mechanics on their head.
Oh, I've seen his videos. He's hilarious. He'll take a seemingly simple game and find the most absurd ways to win or achieve goals that the developers never intended.
Exactly. And that's what makes him so engaging. He's found his niche, his unique style that transcends individual games. Even if you've never played the game he's featuring, you'll still be entertained by his creative chaos.
It's a testament to the power of personality and finding your unique angle. You don't have to be the best player in the world. You just have to offer something different, something memorable.
Couldn't agree more. And speaking of offering something different, another trend that's worth noting is the rise of gaming video essays.
Video essays, isn't that a bit, well, academic for YouTube?
You might think so, but these aren't your dry, boring essays from high school. These are well-crafted, visually engaging, deep dives into specific games, themes, or trends in gaming.
So it's like a documentary, but
Yeah.
specifically for gaming.
Exactly. And they often tap into nostalgia, exploring classic games, forgotten franchises, or the evolution of a particular genre.
Ah, nostalgia. That's a powerful force. It can transport you back to your childhood, evoke fond memories, and create a sense of connection with viewers who share those experiences.
Absolutely. And a great example of this is a channel called Space Cadet Rewind, which specializes in video essays about classic space games. They've found a dedicated audience by tapping into that yearning for the games of yesteryear.
So it's not just about the latest and greatest releases, there's a market for thoughtful retrospectives and explorations of gaming history.
Absolutely. And another channel worth mentioning is Idle, which creates fascinating video essays about MMOs. What's interesting is that his videos often stem from personal challenges he sets for himself within these games.
So he's combining the elements of a Let's Play with the in-depth analysis of a video essay.
Precisely. He'll set a specific goal, document his journey, and then reflect on the experience, offering insights into the game's mechanics, its community, and its overall impact.
It's a brilliant way to blend entertainment and analysis to offer both a compelling story and food for thought.
Couldn't agree more. And it's worth noting that these video essays often require a significant time investment from the creators. They're not pumping out daily content, they're taking the time to craft something special, something that will resonate with their audience.
Which makes sense given the depth and research that often goes into these videos.
Yeah.
They're not just off-the-cuff reactions, they're well-considered pieces that offer unique perspective.
Exactly. And that brings us to another category of gaming content that's always been popular, but is finding new life in the age of long-form videos, high-skill content.
Ah, you're talking about the realm of speedrunners, challenge runners, and gamers who push the boundaries of what's possible in a game.
Precisely. These are the players who make you say, how on earth did they do that? They inspire awe, admiration, and sometimes a bit of envy.
And the beauty of high-skill content is that it has a built-in narrative. You're watching someone strive to achieve something extraordinary, and the tension builds with every second.
Exactly. You're on the edge of your seat wondering if they'll succeed, if they'll break a record, if they'll overcome a seemingly impossible challenge.
And the best part, you get to learn from the masters. By watching these skilled players, you can pick up tips, strategies, and insights that can elevate your own gameplay.
Absolutely. It's like having a front row seat to a masterclass in gaming. And you know what's really interesting? The vidIQ video pointed out that even traditionally short-form content like speedruns is benefiting from the shift towards longer videos.
So we're seeing marathon speedruns, extended challenge runs, and videos that really delve into the intricacies of high-level gameplay.
Exactly. And this ties back to the concept of watch time, which is a crucial metric for YouTube's success.
Yeah.
The longer viewers stick around, the more YouTube's algorithm rewards that video, pushing it to a wider audience.
So it's not just about creating content that people click on, it's about creating content that people actually watch from beginning to end.
Precisely. And that's where the art of storytelling, pacing, and engagement really comes into play.
So we've covered a lot of ground here. We've talked about the rise of long-form content, the enduring appeal of high-skill gameplay, the resurgence of video essays, and the importance of finding your niche and offering a unique perspective. It's clear that the gaming YouTube landscape is constantly evolving. What worked a few years ago might not cut it in 2024. So the question is, what does all of this mean for aspiring gaming YouTubers, or even for those of us who just enjoy watching gaming content? It seems like the key takeaway here is that success on gaming YouTube isn't just about playing games. It's about understanding your audience, crafting compelling narratives, and delivering an experience that goes beyond the expected.
That's spot on. Think of it less like broadcasting and more like hosting a gathering. You're curating an experience for your viewers. What kind of vibe do you want to create? What will make them feel like they're part of something special?
So if someone is listening to this fired up to launch their channel, where do they even begin?
First, I'd say channel that excitement. The passion is half the battle. Don't get bogged down thinking there's one right way. It's about finding your style.
Like, if someone loves obscure retro games, they shouldn't force themselves to cover the latest Call of Duty just because it's popular, right?
Exactly. Authenticity shines through. Maybe you're hilarious while speedrunning, or maybe you dissect game lore like a digital Sherlock Holmes. Lean into what makes you unique.
So, first step, find your gaming identity. What's next?
Don't underestimate the power of good storytelling, even in gaming videos. Think about what makes your favorite movies or TV shows captivating. Can you weave those elements into your content?
So even if I'm doing a Let's Play, it shouldn't be just mindless rambling. There should be some kind of arc, some tension, something keeping people hooked.
You got it. Maybe it's a self-imposed challenge within the game or editing to highlight funny moments, or even just your commentary style, making it feel like a friend hanging out. Don't be afraid to experiment.
This all makes sense. But I bet some listeners are thinking, okay, great long-form content, got it. But won't editing a 12-hour video take forever?
It's a valid concern. But remember, you don't have to start with an epic saga. Maybe it's a 30-minute deep dive into a game mechanic you love, or a series of shorter videos that build towards a bigger story. Start small and scale up as you learn.
And isn't that kind of the beauty of YouTube? You can learn as you go, experiment, and get feedback directly from your audience. It's a platform that rewards creativity and adaptation.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to try new things. See what resonates with your viewers, and most importantly, have fun.
Because at the end of the day, if you're not enjoying the process, it's going to show in your content.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So find what you love, embrace the challenge, and who knows, maybe you'll be the next gaming sensation taking YouTube by storm.
Now, before we wrap up, I have one final question for you, our listener. If you were to create one long-form gaming video, what would it be? What unique experience would you offer your viewers? What story would you tell? Think about it. Let that idea simmer. Maybe it's the spark that ignites your own YouTube adventure. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.